going through trauma from the time I was a very small child. As I got older, I kind of recognized that I always thought about having like this little flame inside me, and I called it my survivor flame. Nothing could put it out, like nothing. And my flame went out that day. And
it got relit.
It got relit. I've thought about Jenny constantly over the last 16 years. I mean, I've written, essays for scholarships at school. Every time anybody asks me, why did you become a nurse? It's kind of like, well, do you really want to hear my story?
The way she was treated, like she wasn't even human, like not even a human being. She was a thing that I found that was really, really distressing. I could just tell by looking at her that the worst injuries were not what I was seeing, but they were in her heart and in her spirit.
Jenny said a comment to me the other day about, you seemed calm. And I remember thinking I did seem calm because I had decided to die. So I was calm when I first started that exam. It was like, I just have to go through this and do it. And then when I'm done, it'll be over. Not only did I want to die, but I felt like I needed to die. It was like a necessary thing that had to happen. And then we were there, and I don't remember the exact moment that it happened, but I remember you said something to me like, you look like a deer in headlights. You said something like that to me.
Sounds like something I might say.
Yeah, and I remember you said that, and then we were doing different exams, and everything was so hard. Like, when that happens to you, you don't want to put on a hospital gown that opens in the back. You don't want to have anybody touch you. You don't want anybody like examining every part of your body and exposing yourself with a light and a camera, and there's different people, and it is very intrusive.
It is, extremely so.
It is hard to go through the rape kit, but for some reason, I said again to God, I just said, what is the point of being here? And I really felt like he said to me to be a nurse and take care of your sons. And I just knew that I needed to be a nurse. That was my purpose on this planet, and I was going to do it. And I remember leaving the hospital and getting in the car with my mom and saying, I'm going to be a nurse. And she looked at me kind of funny, like, we just left the hospital doing a rape kit, and we're going to talk to the police, and you're telling me what you're going to be. But sure enough, that was in June, and I was in school that very next September, a couple months later. I think next to having my kids, that was like the best moment of my life, was that when we met for lunch, and I got to hug you.
That's so sweet.
That was indescribable. I don't know how you describe that feeling, but it was amazing.
It makes me feel a little like an imposter because I am not an angel. But on the other hand,
but you're my angel.
But I'm your angel. I am your angel. And for whatever reason that it clicked for us, and now to be able to come back in this, like I said, for you to tell me that I made a difference, that's just indescribable. That's the reason we do this work all these years.
Yeah, that's why I'm a nurse. I mean,
to make a difference in somebody's life. And
yeah, you were my guardian angel, and that was what I set out to do in nursing school, is be someone else's guardian angel.
And you are living proof that it happened.